Oh my god. Oh my god. Hi, Love Muffins. What the hell you doing? I'm cooking currently. I thought I would come on here because I feel like I haven't seen you guys in forever. It's been a while. So I just wanted to come on and maybe just check in, see what everybody's got going on, see maybe kind of catch you guys up a little bit on my life and how I'm currently, what's happening and what, you know, just all the things. Hi. Hi. So currently, as in this very moment, I am cooking burger because I'm going to be making taco pasta salad for dinner. So gotta make some burger and let it cool down to mix in. I think I don't know if it was last year or if it was the year before, I did like a little thing of Snapchat stories where I showed you guys how I make taco pasta salad. And it's freaking delicious. It's so good. Anyway. Oh, wow. Oh, that lighting is not okay. Well, that might just be what we get. Okay. Hi. I saw some of you. Hi, Michelle and Jody and Santiago. Hi, Mistress. How are you? Colette. Little Miss Witchy. Hi, Ashley. Etheria. And a witch called Moon Chaser. That's a fun name. Hi, everyone. It has been a minute. I think, was it a month ago? A month and a half ago? I tried doing a video. It was very short-lived because I'm pretty sure, I think a phone call interrupted it, and then I just never posted it. And then I think I did another Let's Chat. Oh, you know what? I feel like the last Let's Chat that I did I even post the one where we were making sage bundles? I don't remember. I really don't. It's been a long time. Life has been life. Hi, Willow. As most of you may know, not that I've been posting super frequently on Instagram, but I've been trying to keep people updated on there at least a little bit. I am currently 36 weeks pregnant. Little one is due in a month. We're hoping a little bit less. You know, Aria was a week early, so let's hope this one's a week early. Week early would be nice, as long as we're not late. He's due the 26th of March. The first time I did the pendulum said he was coming March 23rd. And then I just redid the pendulum now that it's closer. And it said the 18th or 19th. Which is funny because that would totally change the baby from an Aries to a Pisces. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens and what he is, you know. It's right around Ostara, which is the 20th. I think Ostara is the 20th in March, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. So, could be an Ostara baby. I don't know. We'll see. In my late night insomnia, I, of course, like, look up all this research on shit. And, they've had studies where they say that you follow in your mother's footsteps. So like my mom gave birth to my brother and I both 2 weeks early, and Aria was early, so I'm like, I just don't want to be late. I just don't want to go late. I don't know what I would do. I would go out of my mind. So originally my last day of work was supposed to be March 19th. Everything slowed way down for a multitude of reasons. So they had to furlough, aka lay off, a few different people. And I was one of those just because I was already going to be off on maternity leave in a month. So this is my second week of being off of work. So once the baby comes, including this time off, I will be off for four straight months. I'll be off for 4 months. So I'll be off a third of a year. I don't know what I think about that. Part of me is extremely grateful because I don't feel like as a working, where I work and what I do, I don't feel like having that kind of time off ever comes around very often unless you've given birth to babies. Over here in America, we have basically 12 weeks of maternity leave, unless you work for a company and that specific company gives you more. But usually it's anywhere from 6 to 12 weeks. And it's not paid. 6 of the weeks are paid, and it's not even paid in full. The last 6 are not paid. So it's fun times over here in America. So those 3 months are for maternity leave, and then this other month is just being basically laid off. So I will be back to work sometime in June. So I'm trying to enjoy myself. I'm trying to get things done. I have a giant to-do list that I made for baby shopping and to-do list, like just stuff to try to keep me busy, because I am not a stay-at-home mom material. You stay-at-home moms are a gift to this world, and you guys are fucking ninjas. Let me tell you, and it's not me. I am not very good at it at all. To say it did at all, not even a tiny bit. So I am trying really hard to yeah, exactly, Michelle. It's like I'm assuming I've been both, neither really easy. No, it's not. It's like, people say, oh, being a stay-at-home mom would be so great because then you wouldn't have to go to work. And it's like, the amount of shit that you got to do around here. And then you got your toddler and pretty soon newborn. And it's like, you don't feel like you get anything done. It's actually very frustrating. And I'm not good at it. Hey, Derry, how are you? I'm doing good. Exactly. Clocking out as a stay-at-home mom is not a thing. Like, your day doesn't end. It's like, yeah, you wake up, but I feel like when you're at work and you have a day off or the weekend comes, you get really excited about those days off and those weekends. And now it's all just one giant off. You're just off. So you're like, okay, well, my daughter has preschool Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I hate taking her to it and picking it up because the parking situation's a pain in the ass. And it's disgusting outside right now. Not a good time as far as having 87 inches of snow. So that's not fun. And you're giant and you're trying not to fucking fall and like accidentally slip a baby out before you should on ice. It's just not a good time. And I'm also not like, I'm not my husband's like the player when it comes to my daughter. Like, I do things like we do crafts or we color or she helps me with different, like, I'm not that imagination person. So when she wants to play or play pretend or play Barbies or whatever, I'm not good at it. I'm just not. So that has been kind of trying, especially since this last month, I want to get as much time, one-on-one time with her as possible, and really try to cherish that before the new one comes. And it's, it's hard. It's hard. There are days where I'm like, somebody just come take this child for the day so I can just do what I want to do. I want to crochet. I'm crocheting my son's blanket. I want to get more baby stuff done. There's like some days I wake up and I'm absolutely exhausted from barely sleeping the night before. And then there's some days I get up and I'm like, there's so much shit. I'm so ready. I'm going to do all the shit today. And it's really hard to do all the shit and not feel bad while you have a 4-year-old that's like, Mom, can we pretty please play Barbies now? And I'm like, oh, okay, sure. Yeah, let's play Barbies. We're gonna play Barbies. So, it is a little bit trying. Plus the weather shit. So I feel like it would be a little bit different. Like last time when we were laid off for COVID last year, it wasn't as bad because we were able to go outside. We were able to go out. We went for walks. We took the dog on walks. We went out in nature. Like, we went out and did stuff. I was doing my Greenwich Living program. My husband was off with me last time. I was starting on my seedlings. There was a lot of stuff to do. And while right now there is a lot of stuff to do, like I said, I made myself a baby list of like, hey, here's some shit you need to get ready before this little one comes. It's just, I want to get outside. And I'm not like a winter outsider person, which I should be for where I live. Like, where I live, it's basically winter like 7 months of the year. And I'm just not a skier. I'm not a snowboarder. I'm not a let's go trounce out in the snow. Nay. Yeah, you know what, Michelle? Board games. Board games are another thing that I like. Like, she's got, like, Pretty Princess. She's got Chutes and Ladders. She's got matching games. I'm all about that. I will do board games all day. It's just I feel bad because it's like my husband is the imagination station. You know what I mean? I'm not the imagination station. So, then he's still at work. And so he comes home, and I try not to talk his ear off because, like somebody else had said, I miss adult conversation. I miss talking with people. And so all of my adult people are at work. Or if you're a Laura, you're fucking sleeping right now because she's in Australia. So it's like, all of my people that I could normally talk to are not around. So, yeah, Ashley said it. So anyway, that's, I'm not bitching. Please don't, it sounds like I'm bitching. I'm just expressing that, because I did want this. I did express interest in the furlough, knowing I was going to be off anyway. And I feel like I have got a lot done. And it has been less stressful on my body, working in surgery, wearing the 25 to 30 pounds worth of lead almost every day because I work in a lot of x-ray cases, the long heart cases. It was really, really wearing on my body to where I would get home, I would have a really hard time walking because it felt like my pelvis was going to break in half. So I am very grateful, especially now that I have all this insomnia, knowing that I don't have to get up and go to work in the morning, and that if I need a day to rest, and I can be like, Riri, it's going to be a TV and video game day for me and you, girl. We're just going to have some shows and some video games and some snacks because Mama can't do much. She's very receptive and understanding of that, which is wonderful. So I am very grateful for the opportunity. It's just a little difficult. Plus, the last month, for all you mamas out there that have been pregnant, you know that the last month of pregnancy is the one that takes the longest to get through. Like, I feel like the last month could be 9 months in itself. And usually when you have work, last time I worked up until I gave birth, so it gave me something to do. These weeks are not flying by. These days are not going anywhere. So it's like, okay, we're winding down February. The 1st of March, which is my birthday month, by the way, and it will hopefully be Wyatt's birthday month, but it's my birthday month, is next Monday. And I'm like, okay, I got less than a week till March, and then baby comes. Like, March is baby month. Hopefully we're looking 18th, 19th, 20th, somewhere in there. That'd be great, but 26th is when he's due. A little bit early. Would you be mad about it? But I mean, it's just that last month is fucking killer. It's fucking killer. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Hayden. Yes, exactly, Jen. I'm just venting. I'm venting. And I started drinking a V8, which means I'm going to be doing this a lot. That's why I came on to talk to you guys. I was like, oh, I haven't been on YouTube in a while. I should go on and just like fill people in on what's going on. I had other things. I am, let's see, what am I doing in my witchy life? I'm not much, but I'm trying. I am currently about to start beta testing a Wayfaring Witch course for Alora. For any of you that saw Alora Rain, the Wayfaring Witch, she is doing beta testing. She has a course that will be coming out in the future. So I'm really excited to dive into that. So that's there. I am going to be re-going through my Green Witch Living program this March, actually. Yeah, this March. It has been exactly a year since I've signed up and taken the Green Witch Living program. That course is one of the best things that has ever happened to my witchdom. It just opened so many doors, and I love it. And I'm going to be doing a separate video on it. I'm hoping to become an affiliate for Green Witch Living so that I can kind of talk to you guys. I'm going to talk to you about it anyway, but just about the course itself and a lot of the stuff that we did and learned. And it's just, it was amazing, and it was so affordable. I think that was my big thing, is a lot of the courses, which they're completely worth it. Don't get me wrong, but like there's a lot of, there was an herbal course I was looking into recently, and it was like $1,400, and there wasn't a payment plan. It was just like, here you go, give me $1,400. And I'm like, I can't do that. You know, I couldn't do it. Whereas Feathers was $600, but you could do a monthly option of $50 a month. And $50 a month was like completely doable. I mean, it just, you know, it would come out once a month, $50. Here you go. That's like a fucking tank of gas. Well, no, it was at one point, but you know, it's basically like going out to dinner for 2 people. And originally when I signed up, it was more. Originally, I think I signed up and it was double. I want to say it was $1,200, so it would have been $100 a month, and I still signed up for it at that price because I thought that, hey, I can do $100 a month. But I can't. Stuff like that just isn't accessible to me. I get that people need to get paid and they should charge what they're worth, but I can't afford. Yeah, there's a lot of those that when they don't have payment plans like that, especially monthly ones, that I can't do. But you know, the fact that she accepts monthly payments of $50, I was like, fuck yeah. So it's like, I have the course for life. I can go on and retake the course, like this upcoming time, going around in March. Like I can literally go in and retake it, which I'm going to, like, there's some weeks that I won't really need to, but I'm going to go through and I'm going to redo the whole course. There was a nice chunk of time that I kind of didn't do as much because I was pregnant and extremely sick. So I'm excited to go back and redo a lot of that. And the fact that the course is available forever, you know, is awesome. The other course I was looking into, the one that was like $1,400, and that one was just straight herbal. It wasn't, bye, Michelle. It was wonderful chatting with you. It wasn't like the actual witchcraft aspect in it at all. It was just herbal. And that one was $1,400, and you only had it for 5 years, and then it was gone. And you're like, bitch, I'm paying $1,400 for something, which I'm not, but, and you're gonna take it away? I've also seen ones that disappear like after a year, and it's like, I don't know. That makes me upset. It's like, I feel like if I'm gonna pay for something online, that I should have access to it and not have to print it out. Like, I want to have access to it forever. That's just me though. So I'll be kind of going back through that course here and there, especially when I start my seedlings for my garden. And then testing Alora's course, or what I can test of it. My lavender oil is ready to be strained because I'm making that, it's going to be a double batch, a double infused batch. So, oh my God, I shouldn't have sat like that, motherfucker. Death. I died. I don't know if you noticed, but I died. So I've got 2 jars of my lavender oil up here that I started on January 23rd. Fucking A, is today the 23rd, the 24th. Oh, it's been in there a month, perfect. So I'm going to strain both of these, and then, where are you? There, there. So I'm going to strain both of these with some cheesecloth, and then I will actually put the oil back in the jars, put in fresh, well, new dried lavender, and then infuse it again for another month. So it will become a double infused oil. And then I will turn that into lavender balm, which I made 2 jars of it last year. I kept a jar and I gave a jar to my mom, and we both used it completely up. So I made 2 jars of it this year to hopefully get 4 jars out of it. Yeah, 4 jars, maybe a little bit more than that. To have some here, some for my mom, some for my sister-in-law, because it's wonderful for fucking everything, especially with a new baby. It's great for chapped skin. Yeah, absolutely, I can do a video on it. Is this cell phone camera? Yeah, it's my cell phone camera. But the lavender oil, because then I take that, I mix it with beeswax and lavender essential oil. Hold on. When do you start your seedlings? Remind me. I will tell you about my seedlings. So it's gone. Anyway, it's great for sunburn, any kind of small cuts, scrapes, bruises. My daughter, especially this time of year, she gets colds all the time, so her nose is always red and irritated and raw. It's great for that. It's great to rub on your temples or on your chest before sleep. It's great for babies, so babies that have that precious sensitive skin or that have chapped bums. I have little lip balm tubes that I fill it with. It's amazing lip balm. I just fucking love it, and we use it for everything. So, you know, but I like infusing oils the old-fashioned way of putting them in a jar and letting them sit. There's a lot of people that have started doing it like with a crock pot or over the stove, which is fine. I'm just afraid that I will burn it. So I like doing mine the old-fashioned way, but the way that I do it, especially double infused, it takes anywhere from 8 to 12 weeks for it to sit, because I like letting it sit for at least a full month before I strain it out. So, but I will do a video on it if you guys are interested. That's totally fine. As far as, hold on. Which cell phone do you use? Oh my God. What is this? iPhone. It's an iPhone. 9? 10? Was there a 10 and then an X? I don't know. I think I got it like 2 years ago. So whatever one that one was. I don't remember. Yeah, I think it was 2 years ago. So something like 10, maybe iPhone 10X, 10, I don't fucking know. As far as Witchy Wisdom, I would love to bring back Witchy Wisdom. I've said that a couple times. I love Witchy Wisdom. I'd have to get some topics, and we'd have to just pick some time. I think it would actually be really nice to bring back Witchy Wisdom, just because it would give me, especially with a newborn. I feel like it might be a little hard for me to feel like I'm allowed to take that time, but my husband is sure that I take time for myself. So I think that Witchy Wisdom coming back would be a great idea. So yeah, if you guys have any ideas of stuff that you would like to talk about for Witchy Wisdom in the future, let me know. Let me think of what else. Was it seedlings? When do I start my seeds? I start them. When did I start them last year? Because I feel like the few years prior, I always started them way too early. Because where I live, we can't really plant anything in the ground most of the time until like late May. So there are, a lot of times I would start my seeds in early March, and they would grow a bit leggy because I had them in the window, and it just wasn't working. So last year, if you guys remember correctly, was the first year that I made my little grow room downstairs and started my seeds that way, and a lot of them did really well. I want to say I started those late. It might have been a birthday thing. I think I started it the week of my birthday. So my birthday is March 30th. So it was either the ass end of March or the very beginning of April. But it really depends on where you live and what your climate is like there. I usually recommend, and if you look on the back of your seed packets, it will tell you, sow indoors, so indoors 6 weeks prior to the end of the fast, or so basically 6 weeks before you plan on planting them in the garden. I think tomatoes are, I think, 6. But there's a lot of stuff that actually gets planted directly outside. I also want to try to do a little indoor herb garden this year. I've had a little pot hanger thing that I have wanted to get some herbs in for a really long time. And then for Christmas, somebody got me grow lights. So I'm going to try to plant like some rosemary, basil, Um, maybe some lemon balm, different stuff like that in the kitchen for us to use indoors. Love to get your info on spell candles. I feel like that's mainly what I do now. I love candle magic. Candle magic is like so fucking great. Evolution of personal craft and witchcraft as a whole. Yas. What are you gonna plant this year? I don't know. I really liked my garden last year. Definitely calendula, because the ones that I planted from seed fucking exploded. And I was really bummed that come the end of the season, like the foraging time, not foraging, harvesting time of the season is when I was so sick and I let everything go. Because I had so much lemon balm, so much lemongrass, so many calendula flowers. Like, it was fucking insane. I've never seen calendula plants get as big as mine did. Never. They were fucking bushes. So my peppermint did really well out there, and I didn't harvest almost any of it. I have a jar of calendula, but that was stuff that I had harvested like throughout the season. It wasn't the end of harvest. By the time that I could have got anything, it was pretty much all dead. I did get the sage. You guys saw I made sage bundles out of the sage. I don't know if I'll do sage again this year. And if I do, I might try to do, because I don't use it for cooking or anything. And I feel like I have so much sage now from last year's harvest. So if I do anything, I don't know. We'll see. But that always does really well. I grow basil every year, and then I never do anything with it. I'll do tomatoes like I do every year. The sunflowers were beautiful. I'll definitely do sunflowers again. Definitely calendula. Definitely chamomile. Okay, so chamomile was a lot of fun. That I will do again. And so was yarrow. My yarrow seeds actually grew really well. Because yarrow was my plant ally last year. And so I had all these beautiful yarrow. Well, you know what? No, I did harvest some. But I think I wildcrafted yarrow. I didn't pick the ones that were in my garden. I found where yarrow grew locally. So I was like, motherfucker. So I have yarrow that had dried downstairs. Which yarrow is amazing. It's like one of the things that if you have an herbal medicine kit, you should have in it is yarrow. So yarrow did really well, but chamomile I am allergic to, but my daughter loves chamomile, so I would love to plant that and be able to harvest more of that next year. But I feel like chamomile really doesn't give you a ton of flowers. Like you've got to plant a lot of plants to get a pretty good yield. So yeah, I'll do lemon balm again. I'll do lemongrass again. Stuff like that, peppers. I had like a bunch of herbs that I tried in pots and they did not do well. So if I do any more herbs, I will plant them directly in the garden because they did not do well out in pots. I think I'm going to do more flowers this year in pots as opposed to try to grow herbs because they hated it. They hated it. Hi, Draven. Witchy wisdom, where we could do a seance to find out if Carol killed her husband or not. I would love to see how many people have done that because I guarantee you there are people that are like, yeah, I contacted his husband and he said that she killed him. Bet. This is a very, I don't know how many of you are friends with me on my personal page. But I posted recently about my husband and I have been watching a ton of serial killer documentaries. So, yeah, that's been fun. That also has kept me awake at night, but I'm like fucking addicted. I love Bailey Sarian here on YouTube. So on Netflix the most recent one we watched was the investigation of the Cecil Hotel, which that was not really a serial killer one, but still creepy. The Ted Bundy tapes, The Night Stalker with Richard Ramirez, and The Ripper, which was the Yorkshire Ripper. And those were fun. Those were really fun. I mean, they're not fun, but they're fun. You know what I mean? I like watching that kind of shit. I shouldn't, but I do. So we're kind of looking at the next stuff, you know. Try to find another series. There's a lot of them, but it's like I want them that are going to be good. People went apeshit over the Ted Bundy tapes. I didn't think they were that good. I didn't. I gave the Night Stalker one a 5-star. I gave Ted Bundy and the Ripper 3 stars, and then I gave Cecil Hotel 4. And the only reason, because the Cecil Hotel one really royally pissed us off. We knew what happened to Elisa Lam by episode 2. Like, we called it word for word what happened to her. And I feel like somebody had commented on it and was like, this documentary could have been an email. And I was like, that is the best way to describe this documentary, because I felt like they talked too much. They did too much shit where they weren't actually doing anything. And I think it was just to draw out the documentary. It was very infuriating. The Ripper was also infuriating. You want to talk about shit police force? You go watch the fucking Ripper over in Yorkshire. How do y'all pronounce it over there? Yorkshire. Yorkshire. Yeah, that guy over there. That's some fucking fucked up police force, let me tell you. And then you got the Night Stalker. That one was my favorite. Richard Ramirez. He's a fucked up dude. That one, I didn't sleep for a while with that one. That one was not a good time. And a little secret between me and you. So Kevin's dad he's no longer with us. His name was Richard. And when they finally showed pictures, which I had seen Richard Ramirez before, but I never really thought about it. When they showed pictures of him in the last episode or 2, whatever it was, Kevin's like, oh my God, that guy looks just like my dad, just like a more gaunt version. So he brought up the photo album, and I'll be fucking damn, Richard Ramirez looks just like Kevin's dad, Richard. And it was scary. Like, there was one insomnia having night that I had where I was like, what if Kevin's dad really was Richard Ramirez? So I'm like, through all this shit in my head. Because, like, Kevin was born in 85, and that's when all these serial killings started taking place. Like, I started down this ridiculous rabbit hole. And so I told him the other day, I said, yeah, because Wyatt's, his middle name was going to be Richard, because that's Kevin's middle name. So it's going to be Wyatt Richard. And I texted him when I was in the bath the other night, and I was like, no more Richards. Nope. Richard Ramirez was enough, and your dad's Richard, and there's all these Richards. No more. No Richards in the house. Not doing it. We got to change it. You got to change your middle name too. That poor man. So that was a good one. If you like serial killer documentaries, go watch The Night Stalker because that one was messed up. And the police force were actually, I mean, they were doing their fucking job. He was just that good, that bad, but that, you know what I mean. Bailey, yes. Bailey Sarian is literally one of my addictions. I love her so much. She has murder, mystery, and makeup Mondays. And then she has, somebody else did it. Who was it? Yep. Shana, 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 shana. It's like her little theme song, and she does it in front of all of them. It is fucking amazing. I know I'm talking a lot, but it's so good. So she literally does her makeup, which I don't do makeup, as you can tell. I have fucking pregnancy acne like nobody's business. Not a good look for me. And then I also, since becoming pregnant, drool puddles, literal puddles on my pillow, and then I lay in it, so then my cheeks are all fucking red from laying in drool all night. I am a fucking hot mess. The name of her channel literally is Bailey Sarian. So it's BaileySarian. So she does, I think it's murder, mystery, and mayhem. No, murder, mystery, and makeup Mondays. So almost every Monday, she will post a true crime, serial killer, murder episode where she goes into extreme detail about the murder or the crime while she does her makeup. And so they're usually like anywhere from 30 to 45-minute episodes, but they are life. And I have watched the grand majority of them. And then I told my husband about it. So then my husband and I watched the majority of them. They're so good. They're so good. I just want to be her BFF. I love her a lot. And she's fun. She's adorable. She's just, I love her. So if that's something you're interested in, even if you're not interested in the makeup portion, there's a lot of times where I just put her on just because her voice is so wonderful. She just has one of those voices that you can just put on and listen to. I wish that she was in podcast format. I don't really do much with podcasts, but I will like just put her on and just like crochet or something, like just to listen to the shit that she does, because it's just so good. Yep. Yeah, that's been heavy on my noggin. I love her. I just love her so much. Do you watch that chapter? What chapter? What are you talking about? Did I say something? I probably did. Draven, I haven't done a live in ages, so you ain't missing much. You ain't missing much. I am, what time is it? 2:18. I am going to have to go soon and pick up my sweet little girl from school. She needs a guest spot on the Lore podcast. She does. I was really disappointed in the second season of Lore. I don't even know if they went on to season 3, because season 1 of Lore on Prime was life. I loved it so much. And then they ruined season 2. And then I stopped. I stopped with all things Lore so I never actually listened to any of the podcasts. I actually just was talking to Kevin the other night about needing to get into podcasts, because there's a ton of serial killer podcasts, but there's a ton of just like good podcasts that I could turn on and listen to, because like YouTube is kind of like that for me right now. If I'm sitting home not doing much, maybe I'm doing some crochet, maybe I'm whatever the fuck I'm doing dishes, I'm cooking, I'll put on stuff to listen to from YouTube. And I was like, it would probably be good for me to get into some podcasts, because then I could just listen to those. But yeah, they did. They fucking ruined it. They ruined the first season of Lore. Second season. It's a channel called That Chapter. It's a guy who does true crime. He's pretty good. Let me see if I can post a link. Oh, yay. I like serial killer boys. YouTube is a split between Critical Role and Witchiness. I know Critical Role. That's a good channel. Most of what I listen to now on YouTube is Bailey Sari. And then I have book frequent. So Peruse Project, Emma Books, Jesse the Reader, Noelle Gallagher are all like my book people that I just could put on and just listen to. And then I have, of course, my witchies that I'm subscribed to. Oh, Beat 'em Ups. Beat 'em Ups does a lot of Nintendo Switch reviews. Love him, but I just love him. Like, I feel like that's a big thing, is I'm not gonna watch your videos regardless of if I'm intrigued about the topic, if I don't like you. That's not what I mean. But I mean, if I don't enjoy, like, they have to be somebody that I get like I could just sit and listen to. So it's like there's a lot of people that will send me stuff. They're like, oh, you should check out, like, this dude talks a ton about serial killers, or this person does a ton about, you know, Switch stuff. And it's like, yeah, but I don't really like that. I don't like them. I don't like listening to them. They're not pleasant on the ears, on these ears. They might be pleasant on their ears, but yeah, yes, Jen, the Night Stalker documentary was super good, and I thought that they did a really good job. I liked the detectives. Like, I loved it. Anyway, so trying to think of what else I watch. I have like 2 polymer clay people that I'm subscribed to, and Creative Witchy is like my favorite. She's absolutely adorable. She's Australian, and I could just sit and listen to her. Like, she's so cute to just watch her make charms. I don't know. That's kind of what I got. That's what I got, guys. I'm gonna have to go soon. I hate picking her up at school because the fucking parking situation is so terrible. It's so terrible. So it takes like 8 years just to get out of there. And now I've had caffeine. So I'm going to have like all this road rage. It's going to be good times. Good times. Super good. Okay. I should probably go. I should probably pee. Peeing is good. I do that a lot. I do that a lot. Another critter? What are you talking about, girl? My dog just got groomed yesterday. He's so pretty. Ollie, man, did you just get groomed yesterday? Look at how pretty you are. Can you sit? Whoop. Can you sit? Can you sit? Oh, look at how pretty you are. You just got groomed to get all ready for the baby. Are you so pretty? Huh? Hello. Hi. Hello. You want to say hi to all the peoples? Oh, goodness. There you go. Okay. Whoa. Here I am. Hello. I'm back. What? Stop whining at me. Don't whine at me. I don't do whining. Bro. I've noticed in this pregnancy, there are noises that I can't handle. Like I literally can't handle. One of those includes the animals licking themselves. Any kind of licking noise. So like if the cats are cleaning themselves, if the dog is licking a danger, if they're drinking water, just like lapping up water, can't do it. Like it sends me into like this rage that I can't control. It's good times. Whining, dog whining is a slightly lesser version of that. But the licking, it just, not a good time. Not a good time. Okay. All right. I am going to go pee. And then I'm going to go find my child somewhere among the great white north. Because that's what it is right now. It's not a good time. Here you go. Let's see. So much snow. What's the matter? Are you both going to go outside? Cat, you've got like 2 seconds. You going to go outside? Wah! Quit barking. Lord, have mercy. Shh. Go potty. Okay. All right. I'm going to go pee. I'm going to go pick up my child. And then I'm going to bake some... Bake? I ain't baking shit. I'm going to cook some fucking noodles for some taco pasta salad because it's going to be so fucking delicious. Okay. It was wonderful chit-chatting with you guys. For like the rest of my life. I will hope to do some more videos in the future, in the not so far away future, and maybe we'll do like some actual like learning witchy videos, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe I'll do a video when I'm straining the lavender stuff. We can talk about that. We can talk about like actually making the balm. We can talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. It'll be great. So okay, I love you all, and I will see you very soon.